Hi, welcome back of all the wokery that wokery can woke up upon. And it has to come from the HQ of woke, doesn't it? If you were going, right, if someone said to you, right, here's a map of the UK, here's a pin, put it in the wokest place in Britain, I would imagine the majority, if it was like, what was that quiz show where you had to come up with the thing that most people would answer with Les Dennis? What was that thing called? Family Fortunes, thank you. Yeah, Jodie said pointless. Jodie's like, you know, about 10 or 15 years younger than me. She don't remember Family Fortunes. Did you ever watch Family Fortunes, Jode? With Vernon Kay? Oh, that's like, oh, even Luke is like power punch in the air then. He knows what that is. I don't remember Family Fortunes. It's Les Dennis or nobody. But I reckon if you did like the Family Fortune, what does the computer say? What would be the top answer for the wokest place in Britain? It's got to be Brighton, doesn't it? Yeah? I think it's got to be Brighton. Anyway, this story emanates from Brighton. The Brighton and Hove Museums have claimed that Father Christmas is too white. It doesn't exist, for crying out loud. Sorry if you're like under the age of 10 and you didn't know that. Disclaimer, sorry Ofcom, I'm not sure if did I just swear on air? He does exist, and he's whatever colour you want him to be. But also we need to stop putting children on the naughty list, because apparently, get this, Santa Claus needs to be decolonised in the name of diversity. What next? I need to be decolonised in the name of diversity. This is just screaming madness. Let's speak now to Andrew Allison, Head of Campaigns for Popular Conservatism. The thing is, though, Santa, what people don't know, right, and maybe this is sort of, you know, white imperialism, is my understanding is Santa Claus, the original idea is based on St. Nicholas. Was he a Greek, by the way, the original St. Nick?
I think he was, but I'd have to check on that.
Yeah, someone's going to have to Google that. Either Jodes or, you know, someone in there. Find out what the original Saint Nick was. I feel like it might have been Nick the Greek, but I don't know. I think he's from that. I think he's Mediterranean, but I'm back to be proven wrong. He's going to... Of where? Where's Myra? It was Greek. There you are. Yeah. That's right. So they're modern-day Turkey. So there you go, ancient Greece, modern-day Turkey. But anyway, the whole idea of the man in the red and white costume with the big beard, wasn't that invented by Coca-Cola?
I don't know about that. Although you stole my thunder a little bit in the introduction, because I was thinking to myself, if you just presented this story to me and said, where's this taking place? I would have said Brighton immediately, because it is just the place, isn't it? And it's what you expect. Oh, by the way, I also remember Family Fortunes with Max Bygraves. That's going back to the 1970s, so long before you were born.
Wow, does it start that? In my mind, everything started in the 80s when I was born.
Well, indeed. But I mean, we can laugh or we can joke about this, and it's a load of nonsense. But the thing is, though, Alex, it's a load of dangerous nonsense. It's going back to critical race theory. It's basically saying to white children that they have privilege, and to children who are non-white, well, giving them victim status almost. It's all through that sort of prism. I mean, did you read the bit about the naughty and nice bit?
Yeah.
Apparently, naughty and nice is different in different countries, and Santa really needs to understand the cultures of different countries. I mean, yes, right. This is seriously written.
That's right. It did basically say this: challenge the colonial gaze by rewarding children based on the Western binary of naughty and nice. So, you know, if you've got like 16-year-old Abdul who goes about stoning creatures to death when he's not at school, that might put him on the naughty list in the United Kingdom, but in Somalia, that's fine. But it's just, you know, I hate relativism. Relativism is such a slippery slope to amorality, frankly, which then leaves a vacuum about what wrong and right is altogether. But it's just such a waste of time. It's basically because someone somewhere has got a job, one of these DEI hires, and they're paid about £100,000 a year to invent what it is they're supposed to do. That's what this boils down to. Yeah. But you're right, it's a toxic rot.
Yeah, no, it is, and that's what sort of annoys me more about it. yes, we can laugh and joke about this to a certain extent because I mean I was reading this out to my wife earlier and she said afterwards she said I don't even understand what you're saying or what the report's actually saying because it's just using all of this DEI language that nobody uses in the real world, of course. But we know that it's directing people to think that they've got white privilege. And it's directing people who are non-white to think that they've got victim status. So it's extremely divisive. It's nonsense, but it's extremely dangerous and divisive nonsense.
Oh, just reading some of it is brilliant. I think we should add to this, Andrew. Let's see how far we can push it. Let's be DEI ourselves, shall we? So basically, they say Santa should learn about different cultures rather than judge them. Stories could show him experiencing their traditions. Emphasise cultural exchange rather than assessment. So what, Santa's supposed to go on the Ozempic, go down to the Masai Mara, see how high he can jump, and then preferably, you know, cut the throat of one of his reindeers and drink the blood like the Masai do. I mean, what is this?
I don't know how to respond to that, Alex, at all. I mean, some of it is hilarious. I've got to admit, some of it really is hilarious. But as I say, only from Brighton. Where else would it be from? I mean, you wouldn't get this from, from Cheltenham, would you, or Gloucester?
Oh, you might get it from Cheltenham.
Well, actually, you may do. Actually, I've visited Cheltenham a lot. Actually, over the years.
Oh yeah, don't you ever think Cheltenham's
not Gloucester.
Immune to woke? You won't get that sort of stuff down Gloucester. Definitely not. No, far too sensible in Gloucester. But the thing is, you know, it's amazing when you live in other parts of the world. I remember when I lived in Kenya, and all the hotels at Christmas time put up the blimmin' Christmas tree in the fake snow. It's blimmin' 40 degrees outside, son. Do you know what I mean? It's like, what's that about? It's just, well, but we adopt these the habits spread around the globe. Sometimes we don't know why. Even, you know, sending Christmas cards, that's an English tradition. The Christmas tree is a German tradition. But, you know, the idea of putting up lights, all these little ideas, even, you know, the day of Christmas Day itself, adopted culture from paganism. That's kind of what makes it so magical. It's a soup of sharing.
Exactly, and it's shared around the world and people are quite happy. So I can imagine the people in Kenya were quite happy to have fake snow and all the rest of it because it was a bit of fun, you know, fun. You know, these people just want to suck the fun out of life in general. But now they're sucking it out of Christmas as well. So, you know, I could say we want to tell them to suck off, and I did say that correctly.
Oh, blimey, we're at that point of the night, are we, Andrew? I mean, you might not have said the F word, but I think that might also have a second meaning, which, you know, someone saw Mummy kissing Santa Claus underneath the Christmas tree. Might not want to add that as the second line of the lyric. Andrew, thank you ever so much. It's been a delight having you join me today. Talk about Christmas lyrics. The one that really gets on my nerves is that Live Aid one, when they go, and there won't be snow in Africa this Christmas time. And I'm like, yes, there will, on top of Mount Kilimanjaro in the Atlas Mountains. I think you're fine. You don't know Africa very well if you're just typifying the whole of the continent as Ethiopia. So jog on.